Hi there, my name is Pashri Pantamano of BrandNowAsia. I'm Thai American. I moved back to Thailand in 1996. I was raised outside of the Washington, D.C. area in the suburbs. And I came to Thailand with, the idea of exploring it and getting to know Asia because I grew up outside of my home country where I was born.
My name is Trin. I'm from Estonia. I have been living in Thailand for almost 6.5 years now. I'm working here as an international trade support consultant, supporting ASEAN businesses in accessing new markets.
Hi, Alisa Han. I'm the founder, owner of Alisa KK Mountain Home in Gangazan, Phetchaburi.
So I'm Mackenzie King. I work in inclusive impact innovation for an economy that's in service to life, and I'm a passionate supporter of women in business. Today, I'm going to bring my experience from my regional work with Impact Hub, which is a global catalyst for entrepreneurial action for regenerative economy, and also from my work in Thailand with Our Land, a conservation education social enterprise.
I'm Rupit Marasukiwong. I'm the co-founder of Protanica company. Protanica is the exporter and manufacturers of ticket protein powder, the sustainable and the future foods for human consumption.
Dr. Manisha, and I'm a lecturer in university in Thailand. I am the founder of We Women Network, and I'm also a corporate trainer, especially dealing with socio-cultural programs and also leadership and communication.
Hello, my name is Rimi. Professionally, I'm an independent wealth planner, but personally, I'm very passionate about helping women and women's empowerment.
Everyone, my name is Zirintra and everyone call me Jiep in Thai. So I'm now working for microfiber industry as a managing director, and my role is to taking care of all the employees and also try to launch innovation products to the market. And what I'm proud about myself is that our company doing the manufacturing of glass wool innovation that made from recycled glass that help the environmental and also is kind of sustainability organization. Thank you.
I'm a serial entrepreneur. My first company was started in 2003. That was called BNOW, which stood for Bangkok Network of Women.org. It was a little bit ahead of its time. And I started my second company called BrandNowAsia in 2008. And I'm about to launch 2 more companies, WellnessNow.Asia and Bangkok Business Connections Now. The reason why there is the word now in almost all of the companies and projects which I lead is because my brother gave me the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, many years ago. And it was, that was the inspiration for it.
Working in corporate for almost 20 years now, and 15 of those years have actually been in international business support, so helping SMEs specifically access new markets, understand new markets, find new partners, find new business opportunities. Since 2021, I've been doing this for ASEAN Access. So ASEAN Access is the flagship ASEAN international trade platform for businesses. It's a joint venture between the 10 ASEAN member states, 40 plus private and public business support organizations. My job is to work behind the scenes to coordinate the operation, the growth, the development of this network, this platform, the services. And I'm doing that using my experience from Europe. So before I came to Thailand, I worked for the Enterprise Europe Network in Estonia, in Denmark, and in the UK. And the Enterprise Europe Network is the world's largest business support network. So here, as ASEAN is in a way trying to follow in those footsteps, so I am bringing across my skills and my expertise from my days in Europe and applying this here.
And founder of Alisa KK. the mountain homestay in Phetchaburi in Gangajan district. It's something that I'm really proud of to achieve it at my age right now as an entrepreneur. I was the entrepreneur when I started in China, in Shanghai. I basically had my own career before that, and in the hotels and 5-star hotels, Hotel Belford. The Oriental was one of the best hotels in the world. And also I was in the media, kind of, want to learn more things about food and media, and also the PR, because I've actually graduated from PR, so I just wanted to get used of it, besides being just a chef. So overall, like, my career is basically called to, I was at the climax of my career. So my finale, it was executive chef for Thai cuisine, fine dining in Norway. And before that is the partner in the melting pot restaurant in Shanghai, China. I had my own business, my own restaurant, 2 restaurants in Shanghai, and also the brasserie, which is kind of food and beer. So diversification of food that I create, and just make me feel like my overseas is kind of really enough. Yeah, and then I wanted to come back to Thailand and have my own cooking school. So I ran the cooking school before the COVID for 3 years. It was really successful and top number 4 on TripAdvisor. And then after that, when the COVID hit, it's not about me to stop, but I think my partner, as he also had, obligation to go back to UK. And it's just hard for me to run the business alone, while, he also had his tour management to combine with my cooking class. So we closed down the Bangkok Flower Market for the Market Experience Cooking School. And then now after the COVID, and then I wanted to start something outside Bangkok called Alisa KK, where I can combine my dream of having my own property, beautiful property on the mountain of Gangajan, and also have the community-based tourism that support the local community to have food as the core. So we have the package of cooking class, local cooking class on the hidden places, and also the tour on view in the gastronomy city, Phetchaburi. So it's a very good spot to invest in. Alisa KK, yeah.
Stars as my career journeys. Back to around 20 years ago, I started working at ATS Thailand Company Limited as an administrator. I started from the ground to the divisions managers. I'm responsible for the agricultural business. During working with them, I have learned a lot about how to tastings, inspections, agricultural products in Thailand. And it is on the job training that I realized that there are the room for the Thai peoples and Thai business persons to be involved in this agricultural sector. Once I grew up, and I have managed a lot during working with them. So I feel like YOLO, YOLO, you only live once. So I would like to find a new challenge to my career development. So I stopped to do a full-time job and finding how can I have the happy life and quality time with my family. So I start to think about owning my business. And I read one article. They says about cricket powders, which is famous and well accepted in European countries and also in United States. So I start thinking that cricket is the one product in Thailand that we have seen since we are young. So I think it's a good time for me to jump into these industries and promote Thai's authentic food to the world market.
My background, I love to work in multinational companies, and then what I start working is on electrical appliance called Panasonic brand. So my kind of work is like half B2C and half B2B, and then I was like climbing the ladder to be a brand manager of Nestle products, the Swiss company, and then because of Tom Yum Goong crisis or economic crisis in Southeast Asia, so at that time, I was changing my job from B2C, fast-moving goods, to B2B, more on construction materials until now.
I am from India, Mumbai. I started my career in an advertising agency, but I always wanted to teach, and that was where my heart was. And I worked for ad agency, and I realized that no, I should follow my heart, and not because I've landed up with a good job. And that's when I joined National College in Mumbai, which is a reputed college in Mumbai. My husband took a job in another city, and I followed him, and there I was teaching in Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, another very reputed institute there. And again, my husband got a job in Thailand, and I followed him like a trailing spouse. And here I completed my doctorate while I had enrolled it in India. So I was here with this, and I had a small baby. So I gave up everything and focused on my studies and looking after my child. And then I was working here also in a corporate, just part-time job I've done here in a very good organization called Damniti, where I was doing communication training to the employees there. And I was studying, so my focus was studies. Then I had another child, and I took a break for a couple of years. And then I got associated. I finished my doctorate, and I got associated with Chulalongkorn University Indian Study Center, where they awarded me a title called Bharata Medhi, which is a very prestigious title, which for me to get, and I was the only Indian to have got that title then. And I worked and I helped the Indian Study Center. I read my paper in organizations and conference, which was very, very wonderful. But all my love affair with literature ended there. I backed myself a job where I teach business English, article writing, communication, basically English to Thai students in Thailand in an university. My university is also a very reputed university called Assumption University, and that's how I'm here. And past 10 years I've been teaching in the university in Thailand. And currently I'm also involved in corporate training. There is a company called Global Talent where I'm a consultant, and in my free time, which I get in my 2 breaks in the year, I do a corporate training programs for me, because I really enjoy them, and I do this in India and Thailand. And I'm founder of We Women Network. It is just totally a voluntary thing that I want to do, and I believe in it, and that's how I'm carrying on. So this is very briefly about me and my journey.
I guess I have a very, very long story to tell you, but to cut a long story short, my journey in the financial world started 27 years back. And my first job when I landed was actually in the corporate world, not entrepreneurial. So I was in the banking field, and my first job was with a big multinational bank, which is HSBC, if you've heard of it. And after that, I followed down career into Citibank, Standard Chartered Bank. And right after my Standard Chartered Bank, I actually moved into becoming an independent wealth planner. So I've been in the corporate industry for 20 years, and the last 7 years, I've been an independent wealth planner, and I've just been, but all my life for 27 years, I've actually been helping individuals and families plan their financial freedom, I would say,
What advice would I give a budding entrepreneur? I would say, do it. Step out. You don't have to wait for it to be 100% correct. Normally what my target is 75-80% already, and the rest you can adjust it as you go. And this other little small piece of advice is going to sound maybe cliche, but it's really true, because I've been at entrepreneurship now for, goodness, 20-some years. And yeah, it's got to be something you really like and love. Prior to starting my own companies, I was working in corporations, multinationals, in the capacity as head of marketing, head of strategy, head of communications, brand, and I'm still doing a lot of that with BrandNowAsia through my work, and it's something that I appreciate, I enjoy learning about. And the other projects that I'm about to launch, they're also passions of mine. Wellness, because I believe since the pandemic, many of us has had to learn to explore about mental health and self-care. So this has come up, very much at the top of the list. I would dare to say like top 3. And Bangkok Business Connections, because I love the city and the country in which I live, and I like for more people to come and do business here. So those are the things that I'm about to launch, and I hope you stay tuned for the rest of it.
Okay, yeah, one piece of advice that I would give is just to get out there and do something, even if it's not perfect, even if it's not something that's exactly what you want. Like, just begin putting those pieces of work together, and learn how to tell the stories of your accomplishments. And listen to that little voice. Listen to the little voice. Pay attention to the little signs. They might not mean much in the moment, but that's how you get where you want to go. It's those slight little alterations of your trajectory and aligning every single day.
So one piece of my advice to any person who would like to have your own business is, let's start with respect yourself. Do whatever you will respect and appreciate yourself. For me, I believe in my instinct that my backgrounds and my passions is to develop agriculture, and I would like to promote Thai products, because I believe that if we say Thailand is kitchen of the world, so I would like to be one chef of Thailand to produce their sustainable products, healthy products, and it should be good for myself and also my family, my community, and of course our financial value as well. The next idea is about the work and play. I would say that work-life balance is the key for us to focus. So whenever you have time, please go out and travel. Once we travel in any countries or in any cities in Thailand or just the neighboring countries, you will learn the cultures and also the market, and you will get some idea from your traveling. So let's go out, enjoy working, and also spend some time to traveling to learn the new thing, because the world is changed too fast. And the last one is be prepared for plan B. In any circumstance, we need to have plan B. I believe so. Even you have your full time now, but everything could change today, tomorrow. So set up your plan B for any project you have on hand. And if you are starting to do something, I would say that it's better to be slow move to the right direction rather than move so fast but too long way.
So what inspired me? I actually have to say that nothing inspired me to do this job. And I think this is actually an important point, and this is actually a very good question, because I think too much emphasis is put on having this calling and this higher passion for something. I think that very few people wake up with this calling, and if they do, they are very, very lucky. But based on my conversations I've had with my colleagues and with my peers and even with my clients, is that most of us kind of fall into this job by luck, by circumstance, by necessity. And we fall into this job, this industry, and we discover that actually we're very good at this and we like doing this job, and this kind of creates the passion, and this brings the calling. So in my case, again, completely by circumstance and a little bit by luck, I fell into business support. Didn't know anything about it, but got into it, and it turned out that I'm actually very good at it, and I really enjoyed doing the job. So when I came to ASEAN, to Thailand, I knew that this was the kind of industry I wanted to work in, especially when the ASEAN Access came up as an opportunity, because I knew that I do have passion for this and I could really contribute and really help grow and build something here that makes a difference.
Inspire me is actually, food is always inspiring me. It's kind of really non-stop. From the career, because I'm the hotel people, I started with being a hotelier. I graduated from PR, so communication. I fall in love with the executive chef, so that's inspired me a lot when I was a lot younger. And then food is always something that I just feel like it's really connect to the people, and food can do even more. It's just like, just to put the hand of everybody together. It can be something that can help more people, something that you can create, or something that you can combine, connect to the people. And those inspire me so much from the career and experience that I have, even the entrepreneurship in Asia, so now to Thailand to carry on with Alisa KK Homestay.
It inspired me to pursue the career in this field and industry. Well, I think I should start out by just saying that I've had a bit of a bouncy career already. I've tried out a few different fields, and so there wasn't really one moment that got me where I am today. There were many. However, I think I've always been pretty steadfast in wanting to create a world that actually works for people and works for nature. And so I have this really deep connection with that theme and that concept and a strong sense of justice. So yeah, it was only natural that I ended up in a space of systems change through social innovation.
I think the fascinating part about construction industry is that you meeting every point of customer journey, like from the beginning phase, you working with the designer or architects, try to introduce your products and then get them spec in. And then not only that, you also sometimes need to work closely with the main contractor who do the house, and also sometimes with the owner who own the house, or maybe they own the shopping mall, the schools, or the commercial shopping malls and others commercial buildings as well. So it means that you meet a lot of stakeholders in one project. So that was very challenging and also very fun as well for me.
The career itself. So my inspiration was the job itself. So when I was a young kid, even in school or in college, I thought the big influence teachers had on me after my parents. They were the biggest influence to shape what I was thinking, to how I would conduct myself, to the worldview. They did influence, and this is what I felt, that if you want to give service and change people and change and impact students, we even like a subject because we've had a good teacher. We hate a subject because we didn't have a good teacher. And that was something which interested me to be with this particular job. And that's what was my inspiration, the job itself. And that's how I landed myself up. And I'm very happy to make that decision. So I'm not a teacher because I had nothing else to do. I'm a lecturer because this is what I wanted to do. Because a lot of people I know have selected this as an option because they thought that they couldn't do something else. But for me, this has been very passionate for me to be here.
The inspiration was not myself. I never thought I would enter the financial industry. So if you can guess, those days, I loved to travel and I wanted to see the world. So the ideal profession for me at the time was, I want to be an air hostess, you know, so I can travel the world, I can see the world, I can enjoy, I love meeting people. But guess what? The sad story was I missed it by 2 centimeters. That's why I'm here with you today, right? So how did banking come about? I would say my true inspiration, or the person who really wanted me to become a banker, was actually my mother, right? She was really a businesswoman herself. She was into banking field. She always interacted with relationship managers, and she just felt like this is such a glamorous job, and I want one of my daughters to be in business. And because my sister was not good in business, she became a doctor. And for me, she said, you know, you're good in business. I opened my first bank account when I was 6 years old. I had an ATM card, a debit card by then. So my mom said, you know what? It's going to be banking for you. And I think everything just coincided. When I graduated, the first job that I got was actually the banking job. So I think it was just all aligned. But yes, it's been 27 years and I'm still in the same profession.